sliding slow, sunset on the screen. CNS Travel, Eddie Lugo on the scene. Chat lights up, we loading up the stream. Passport open, big plans, big dreams. From shorelines out to the studio glow, we dive in together.
Welcome everyone, Ryan here. Thanks for coming by the studio again.
This is technically one of my other ones that I carry. This is a 5 terabyte.
Goodness gracious.
Welcome back everyone to another episode here at Ryan Parker Studios.
Lights on, the lens will be a set. Oh
All right. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Appreciate everybody coming in.
Talk about me waiting until the last second, right? Sorry about that.
Hey, you come in the intro. You were right there. I was sitting here watching the dance with the song, and I heard bloop. I looked. Oh, there he is. So, yes, sir. So, how you doing, Ryan?
I am doing well. How are you doing, Sherman?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Well, I reckon we'll start off. You got looks like a new member there.
Yes, Danny D, being the super awesome person she is, became the first member of Ryan Parker Studios. So big thank you to Danny.
Let's see. Let's see. Where is it at here? I got a little thank you. I'll play.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
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 That ain't as good as Ryan dancing around and diving in the pool, but hey, that's what I got.
Hey, that works. I haven't even done any thanks for this one since most of the lives are fish tank versus
All right.
this kind of setup. But I guess I should think about doing that. But yep. She is amazing. This channel just got monetized for the first level, memberships and super chats. So
All right.
exciting times, exciting times.
Cool. Well, congratulations on that. And Danny's back in the chat. Hey, Danny. You doing good? Appreciate you looking out for all of us. Cole's here. Hey, how you doing? You doing all right? Folks saying hey. Oh, we got Trisha in. Hey, Trish. We got Law coming in. Saying hello to Eddie.
Yo, Lugo.
So, Eddie.
You just got to walk by yo, Eddie from Mel. She just walked by. She was like, yo.
Oh, yeah. There's Trisha congratulating you on your monetization.
Thank you. Only 900 and what's hang on, let me do some quick math.
Chris M, appreciate you being in.
909 hours to get 4,000 watch hours for this one, but I'm sure that'll still be several months.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Law saying, hey there, the rest of us. So, good deal, good deal. Yeah, I was telling Eddie right before
My
the
wife, it's not really.
what?
Yeah, what was that? You were glitching there, Lugo. You were getting plugged back into the matrix.
I really.
So that's either problems on my end, or if you're seeing it
Yeah.
stuttering too, Sherman, then it's something on Eddie's end.
Yeah, he's having some Wi-Fi issues.
Storm. There's a storm going through here right now.
Right. Got a storm, so cool
Messing up.
deal. But yeah, I was telling Eddie before the show, Ryan, that I was looking at mine, and I look at one page, or I look in YouTube Studios,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows about 800 more watch hours than if you go to the earn page where you try to apply for the monetization.
Yes.
It's 800 hours less there than it is on Studio.
Right? I was going to say, I on mine, I'm the same way. I think I had like 3,700 views according to that one, yet I'm just at 3,091 views when I look at the earn category. Now, I know it runs behind by a couple of days, but I know I'm not getting 600 hours in 2 days. Otherwise, I've been monetized a hell of a long time ago, and I'd be making bank.
Well, that's like mine. I was looking at it was, I think on the earn page it said that was up to date as of 5/21.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 days, but I don't think I really don't think I got 800 views in 5 days or hours.
Right. Yeah, because mine's saying 3.5. So 3,500 hours in the last 365 days when I look at analytics. But it's saying I only have 3,091. So there must be some sort of, quote, cleaning up, duplicate, not hours that I can count, yada, yada, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Now, I know it can sometimes do that if you're doing the promotion system, because the watch time from someone clicking on the promotion for that first click supposedly doesn't count. But if they come back and watch more, then the second time they come back, it does. But clicking from the promotion, supposedly you can't count that watch hours. But if you're not promoting anything, then why is it such a vast difference, right?
That's right. Yeah, I did that one little promotion back when we were trying it a couple months ago, and that's it. So
right.
And I don't think I got 800 watch hours.
Yeah, in 6 days. You're like, man, that'd be amazing if that's the case. What was the secret? What did I do?
That's right. That's right. I just need to find out what that is so I can keep doing it.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it's Eddie. Yeah, he's got a storm rolling through down there, so his Wi-Fi is a little sketchy at times, but he's hanging on. He's hanging on.
Yeah, I had some rain just a few moments ago. It's supposed to be in and out throughout the evening. We need it. My God, we have been so dry.
Oh yeah.
So by all means, send that rain in here.
Yeah, luckily we've been getting some the past couple of days, but it has been a while before then. It was really dry, and it still is. I mean, it's still dry, but we're getting some rain, and we got some storms supposed to be coming through tonight, and then off and on the next couple of days. But we'll see. But yeah, appreciate everybody in the chat coming in. Let's see here. Trish says I'm not going to be monetized anytime soon on YouTube with my 216 subs. Hopefully after this next cruise and more constant content to share, plus my Patreon now for my everyday escapes. Yep. There you go.
Hey, sometimes it takes forever. Like I said, I didn't get to the first level of monetization for, I want to say, almost 2.5 years, or just under 2.5 years. It was definitely a long grind.
Oh yeah.
And then getting to that 1,000, like Eddie said, once you get to the you're at like 850 or so, 900 to the 1,000. Seemed like it was just an absolute crawl. How long was it, Mel? It was so long you couldn't. Oh, never mind.
It was so long.
Let's see. Let me just get my pole out to see how long it is, and then I'm talking about this pole, people.
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the way. I keep on losing this, so you know what I did? I put it in my backpack so I wouldn't lose it,
All right.
and forgot that I put it in my backpack. So when we were at Mayaca and I was trying to figure out where my pole, well, there's a lot of jokes when I say this, where my pole was.
All right.
I couldn't find it. And so I didn't have the cool overhead 360 shots I wanted while we were bike riding, but that's okay. Now I remember where it is.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about poles tonight. We're talking about something else.
Yeah. Well, we may wind up on poles. You never know. You know, we're all over the place. But no, tonight we're going to talk about file storage and backups and cloud storage and maybe get into some workflows and that kind of stuff. Because, you know, I think everybody eventually runs into the same problem as running out of storage.
Yes.
You know, and then you worry about losing stuff. Losing pictures, losing videos. So hopefully we'll come up with some things tonight that tell people that hadn't thought about yet some other options of how they can do things or whatnot. Because, you know, I know I've had storage issues and I've lost content, and you know, so I'm right there with everybody else. Right. You know, I did. Right. If you're in my chat, I did put a poll question in there. Is, you know, how much storage are you currently using? Because I'm sure it's not enough. So we'll see. Eddie's trying to come back. The storm down there, but hopefully he'll be back in a few. Let's see if he can make it there. There he is.
There's the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. Really, he's just blaming it on the storm. He's doing this on purpose just to show how much he's needed and missed when he's not here. So everybody will want him to be coming back. So. So
thanks for the support there, Sherman.
Yeah.
Woo, that was a big old thunder here.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, I reckon to start with, what storage setup are you currently using for the YouTube stuff, and why are you using that setup?
All right. So what I'm currently using is an 8 terabyte external hard drive, a 20 terabyte external hard drive, a 5 terabyte external hard drive, a 4 terabyte external hard drive, a 2 terabyte external hard drive, and unlimited Backblaze online storage. So it's quite,
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Yeah, quite a lot of gathered things over the years. Now, how I got to where I got was, you had mentioned it earlier, Sherman, sometimes you lose things and it's gone. So I had like a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte storage. Oh, wait, I do have a 2 terabyte storage shot, but that's technically my backup for my Mac, so we're not going to count that one. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. So I started with just the 8 terabyte, and I actually had a subscription to, God, what was the name of it? It's like E-Drive, I think is what it was called, which was a cloud storage. But I lost stuff, like all of my digitized VHS movies and things like that I shot before we started the channel, and I moved over to a hard drive. We accidentally knocked it off the tray when we were watching it one day. We had it plugged into the computer, and just it fell off, and boom, Bob's your uncle, dead.
Right.
And then we started doing. We went to just yes. I wasn't going to throw you underneath the bus, babe. I really wasn't. But she done backed up the bus on herself.
Yeah.
Mel knocked it off when we were walking. She was walking by and walked too close to the TV tray, and it took a. It was one of those tower ones, you know. So it took a plunge and just boom, gone. So I ended up buying a new drive that was a Western Digital Cloud drive. It was still a hard drive, but it could connect to the internet. That one failed as well. So that's when I was like, okay, this particular single drive setup is not working. So I need a redundant backup drive to my backup drive.
Right.
So that's when I added the E drive, and I had I want to say 2 terabytes for that, and I had an 8 terabyte backup drive. That was good for a while, until I started amassing just a crap load of video. And that just became unmanageable cost-wise, because the cost kept going up, and I ended up with 20 terabytes for that E drive. That was $250 a year. Plus, if you went over and there was no way for you to basically tell it, hey, stop uploading crap, it just continued to upload crap. And if you went over, then you got per gigabyte or something like that, you got additional charges. It just became unmanageable. So with that, I went to Backblaze, which I've just been testing it out. But it is unlimited for $100 a year right now is what it's running me. The one catch is you still have to have physical drives for it to work, because the way that Backblaze works is it takes your physical drives that are plugged in and then makes an online backup. And as long as you connect that drive once every 30 days, it still sees it and it still maintains that data. So what that does is, if this drive should fail, I've got 30 days to order another one and then download the backup copy to the new drive. And then that one then becomes the backup drive moving forward.
Right.
And so the problem is still needing physical drives. So my 2 main ones is the 20 terabyte and the 8 terabyte. Both of them are regular hard drives. They're not solid state, but I have them tucked into a corner out of the way with just the cord moving. So it's as safe as it can be for right now. All the other things I was joking about, I drive. This one was an accidental order, I'll be honest. I had initially put it in the shopping cart, and then I was quickly buying other stuff and didn't realize I didn't take this out of the shopping cart.
Right.
So it came in. It's a little bit, it's still, this is a solid state drive, but it's bigger than the little ones that I have. These right here, which are so much more travel friendly than this bigger one. But this works in a pinch if I need it.
Right.
I've got a 4 terabyte right here.
Looks like an 8-track.
It's got its pluses and minuses. A lot of data, and I have so much data right now that I haven't edited. It's working for me, and I'm actually getting close to 4 terabytes worth of raw footage that I need to clear off of it. So I got to get my butt editing.
All right.
So that's my workable drive. The one bad thing with that is, even my new MacBook I have, it kicks out that drive, because that drive pulls a lot of resources. There's no power to it. It pulls power from the computer.
Oh, okay.
And I guess the MacBook has a built-in thing for something that's taking too much power, it'll kick it out every now and then manually and unmount it. I know, right? It looks like an 8-track tape. So I would say 2 terabyte. The SD SanDisk 2 terabyte ones were beautiful. They never kicked out. They seemed to work fine. But I needed more data, so I have the 4 terabyte one.
Eddie said he's got a new 4 terabyte.
Yeah. So that's my current setup. Eventually, and it's the same thing like I'm having now. If I sat down and counted how much freaking money I've spent on all these drives, could have bought what I really want to move to.
Right.
Which is called a NAS drive, NAS. Basically what it is it's your own network. Like all of these online backup places that we're using is basically a hard drive at some warehouse somewhere that's hooked to an internet.
Oh, yeah.
And a NAS drive is just that. And you can expand it. So the one I've been eyeballing is a 4-bay NAS drive that can handle 32 terabytes per tray. And so basically it's a box that has these little slide outs that, if you're an old school PC person, when you got your hard drive, you put your hard drive in and plug it into the 32 pin whatever. Basically what it does is it sits in the tray and then slides right into the pin in there, and now that's there and you're connected with a Cat5 cable to your internet. And it's basically an online backup server for you, but it's your personal one that you can expand. So now you can add drives to it as you need more and more space. And it looks like it would be a good system. The problem is it's like $700 for the 4-bay one and like $1,300 for the 8-bay one. And that's just the freaking box. That's not the $600 per hard drive for one that's 32 terabytes. And you've got to buy. So, I mean, you're talking $2,000 to $3,000 worth of cost for that setup. But in the end, if you're paying $100 a year or $250 a year, you start figuring, okay, I'm going to have a huge setup cost first, but I'm going to have 1,000 terabyte backup myself that I don't have to worry about paying someone yearly for. And I've got to walk away for a minute because my screen door just opened up in this wind and it's about to rip off the hinges. So I'll come back in just a second. Take it away, Sherman and Eddie.
All right. Hey, Cheryl. Appreciate you coming in. Hope you're doing good tonight. And y'all not having storms because it seems like they're coming up the East Coast. Everybody's having them. Ryan's got them. Eddie's got them. And we're supposed to have one on the way. I don't know if it's coming from Eddie's house or not, but we'll see.
Send them up.
While Ryan's battening down the hatches there, one thing I've got is more for getting content off your phone. It comes with a flash drive, and then up here it's got different ports where it can plug into different phones. It's got for an Android or iPhone. It's got the old iPhone one on there too, and it's called the Photo Stick. So you can just go to the Photo Stick, and it's an app you put on your phone. So you just open the app on your phone and stick this into your phone, and you tell it to download, and it searches your phone for all pictures and videos and just automatically downloads it, makes a copy to that flash drive. And then you take the flash drive and you can put it, install it onto your computer, or just, you put it into your editing software or an external hard drive or whatever. This flash drive is only, let's see here. It's only 128 gigs. So you're not going to store a lot of stuff on it permanently, but it does work out good. Like when you're on a cruise or something, that day you can, at night, whatever you filmed on your phone, you can download and move it to a computer, laptop, or external hard drive. So you got plenty of room for the next day, or you don't have to worry about if something happens to your phone and it dies, or heaven forbid you drop it overboard or whatever the case may be. You got a copy of it. I know Eddie uses a lot of his stuff is automatically backed up with Amazon through Amazon Prime. A lot of my stuff on the phone is backed up to Google Photos, but of course that's an expense there, because to have any storage capability size wise, you got to pay. You can't just keep using the free thing, because that don't take about 10 pictures and you're over that.
Yep.
So that's one thing. And so Ryan, what do you do? Do you do anything while you're on a cruise or filming somewhere to back up that day's content?
I do. Every single day, I will update that 4 terabyte drive I showed you. I bring my MacBook everywhere I go, and every day I download whatever we took that day, and it goes on that backup drive. So I only have that one copy. Plus, I've got, if it's on my phone, I just leave it on my phone for the most part. But I end up wiping the drives after that. So I've been contemplating that, because what happens if my 4 terabyte drive fails on me, kind of thing.
Right.
So I've been contemplating how to approach that. I haven't gone crazy to where I do, redundant backups when I'm traveling.
Right.
But who knows? Being the first time that it, fails, we talk. So I don't know. I mean, I've got that second 2 terabyte drive, so it's always possible I might, because that's always with me too. I just don't use it anymore. So it might just be a thing where I dump it all to one, copy the new stuff to the second one. So I've got 2 copies. And then once I'm home and it's backed up on my 20 terabyte, because as soon as I get home, that goes on the 20 terabyte, and then everything gets uploaded to the cloud. Then I can wipe the 2 terabyte one. So that might be kind of the new thing I do, is have multiple backups of the backups. Any creator can tell you it is the end of the freaking world when you have everything that you just shot for an episode or a weekend or a series, and then it's all gone because you did something dumb. Like, I don't know, I might or might not have wiped an SD card thinking I took stuff for an entire trip off of it and never did.
Right.
And lost 3 days worth of videos because I thought I downloaded it and I didn't.
Yep.
So that's why I'm so, I mean, you'll find as you're getting out there. So if you're just getting started or whatnot, learn from those of us who have made serious mistakes like that. Back up your data as soon as you possibly can. And don't think that you've taken your data down. No, you've taken your data down. Don't wipe your drive or your SD card until you have physically looked on your designated backup, or this is where I'm storing everything, and you physically see it there. Have extra SD cards in case you're not sure, so you can just put a new SD card in there versus wiping your card and then realize you didn't do the data dump the day before.
Yeah, I got a little case that holds all the SD cards that I keep with me. So, I try to do an SD card a day or every 2 days, while we're on a cruise or whatever. But we were in Bonaire. One of the 2 times we've been to Bonaire, and we'd gone to Little Bonaire snorkeling, and the reef is right there. I mean, we spent half a day snorkeling over that reef, GoPro, filming, getting great footage, everything else. I don't know where it went. you
Right.
know, come back and went to use it, and it ain't there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that gets you, because it's stuff that you'll never have again. I don't care how many times we go back to Bonaire, we go to Little Bonaire and go snorkeling there. You're not going to see the same stuff that you saw that day. It's not going to look the same. It's everything is different. But anyway, Chris, to answer your question, yes, that stick, it does automatically search your phone or whatever you put it on for photos and videos, and downloads both of them. Does photos and videos.
I got a question out there for the chat too. If you're in Ryan Parker Studios, I have my poll up, and not that way. Take your heads out of the gutter. Once you're done making your video, do you keep your raw data, or do you delete it once you're done making your video? So I'm curious at what other people do. I myself am a data hog, and I keep as much as I possibly can. And the only time I ever delete it is if I get to the point where I don't have any space on my backup drives, which I got there before I bought this new one. And so I start with my oldest one and deleted stuff from like 3 years ago that I still have.
Right.
It's one of those, I never know when I might want the footage. But then it's like, how much do I want to dump into potentially being able to keep said footage, and will I ever actually go back to use it?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's right. Well, that's just like I was telling Eddie earlier, when I download stuff off of my phone and put it onto a hard drive or in the computer or whatever, I don't delete it off my phone because, I want to do stuff with it on my phone. I want to, put it on Facebook. I want to make a short out of it, all kinds of stuff. And as soon as it'll sit on my phone for 6 months and I won't touch it, but as soon as I deleted it off of there, 30 minutes later, I'm going to need it.
Exactly. And Mel is that way with her pictures. I made fun of her for the longest time, and finally I just started paying $10 a month to have 2 terabytes worth of backup drive through Google that she can upload stuff to. Yeah. But I know I can be like, honey, like 4 years ago, we did blah, 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 blah. Do you still have that picture? And she'll be able to search her phone with the new search options that's in there now. And sure enough, there it is. There are the pictures.
Yeah.
So
some dude on a cruise says he used an external RAID 2 drive array, 6 terabyte, mirrors to 2 drives, then backs up once a month to another similar array that is just for backups. I can upload photos using the app from Here We Go.
Yeah. So it's kind of a NAS, but not really, because there are some drives that have a mirror drive where it technically comes with 2 drives, but one of them is literally the backup. So you upload to one, and in the same unit, it has a secondary that automatically backs it up. So, I am a data hoarder. I am absolutely a data hoarder. At the very least, let's look at it this way. At the very, 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 very least, anyone who is a content creator should have a copy of every single video you uploaded to YouTube. Because should the unthinkable happen, and those who have been in our community at least have seen it happen to 2 or 3 of our own friends that are part of the circle, where their channel got overhauled and hacked because there was a super convincing link from something or somehow a password, and then the whole channel is gone and deleted. Yeah. If you don't at least have a copy of all your stuff, then you're literally starting from scratch. Yeah. If you at least have your videos, even if it's not like all the shorts you make with like Opus Clip or other stuff like that, if you have your raw long form videos at the very least, it's going to be a long haul to get back up there, but you're going to have X amount of years worth of, footage that you can then slowly upload
Right.
and build your channel back up rather than having
Right.
to completely start from scratch.
Yeah.
So at the very least, if you're not doing that, by all means, find a way, even if it's like I have the $100 a year just for the back plays, and get a drive that you can just at least have those videos on there. Because oh god,
Yeah.
my heart breaks. But
Oh yeah.
Cruise Nuts, for instance, he did have all of his videos, so he's rocking it out and getting things prepped again.
Right.
But Ross, if I remember, OCV, if I remember correctly, he did not have backups, and so his channel, when it got hacked 2 years or so ago, it was gone, and he had no backups. So we've seen both sides of it.
Right.
And
Oh
I
yeah.
can't stress that enough to, at the very least, back up your final product.
Yeah. You need to have as much as we don't want to spend money and think it's ridiculous at times, and hopefully you never need it, but when you do, it's worth it. One thing I forgot in the beginning, today is Uncle Dave's birthday, so give a shout out for him for his birthday if he's out there listening, and got a little something.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Hey,
Uncle Dave!
Look, I just came in because I heard Ryan had a poll up. So I mean, hey, I'm here.
See, talking about Ryan's poll, Uncle Dave had to come check it out.
I had to, yeah, man.
I still need to send you your prize pack, Uncle Dave, for getting JWB Steakhouse.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even think about it.
It's like even Mel's like, go get it now. It's like, okay, I'll get it in just a minute. Yeah, that minute.
Yeah, right. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I've been listening since the beginning. I just been sitting there quietly. I was just in the chat, but I didn't say anything to anybody.
Yeah,
I didn't want a big fuss. But Ryan, going back to what you said, now I don't, as you can see by my channel, I don't shoot a whole lot of content. But like my phone, I've got a 256 micro SD card. In my tablet, I got a 256, and in my Pocket 2, Pocket 2, I have a 256, and then I have a 2 terabyte separate hard drive, so, and I got, Sherman, like you said, I got this little thing that take, you put your little micro SD in here, but on one end, it's got the USB port, but then on the other end, it's got the USB-C.
Right.
So I can plug it in the phone, put everything on here, then flip it around, or take it straight from here and go straight to the tablet and download it all, and then this card's free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what we were talking about. I think last week is what we were talking about was similar.
Right.
It's got the little micro USB or a full USB. There you go, Eddie. See. So it definitely comes in handy plugging it into your phone to dump stuff if you need to get it off of there quicker.
I thought I didn't think I was going to need the adapter because there's a slot on the side, but this micro SD card won't go in there for some reason. I don't know. It's just
yeah. A lot of them you have to have that adapter because the micro won't fit in there. They won't have a slot for the micro, so you have to have the adapter. And
right. So I just make one thing work. I mean, it works fine. Anything I got on my phone, I can dump on there. Or if I really, which I doubt I really ever will, but I don't know. Thank you, Mel. If I ever get it, my phone that full, I can just boom, and then it's on that. So now the phone's empty. Or the same thing with the Pocket 2, it's empty, and then the tablet's got, I don't know, something retarded like 128 gigs of memory, and then I got the 256 in there. So basically, the tablet's just a storage device until I get home.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Got Rob and Jeremy coming in. Appreciate y'all being here. We got Dave's
Thank
brother,
you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. It's definitely been an uneventful day. I did have to go spend $200 at the damn grocery store today.
Yeah.
That happens when you've been gone. You got to restock everything.
Now Uncle Dave's froze.
Yeah.
Frozen in time.
Yeah. Rick's going to be on Coach's show tonight.
Nice.
So we got a question from Chris M. It's not a bad thing to have 2 cloud storage systems. I have Google Photos paid thanks to the night I downloaded Amazon since I have Prime included in membership. Yep. Yeah, Chris, that's what I was telling Eddie. That's something that, we have Prime too, and something that is included that I don't take advantage of that I definitely need to start. Because
I didn't know I could get. I didn't know I got Amazon Prime. I didn't know I could get storage on Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Guess I'll have to look at that and see how much I actually get.
Yeah.
Eddie, what do you get with standard Prime? Is it what, like 2 terabytes?
Oh,
something like that.
Speaking of Chris M, I got something in the mail today that I was running my mouth about the other night, and it's a bottle or a 16-ounce can koozie. Thank you, Chris.
Nice.
So Eddie, is it a limit on the Amazon storage or is it unlimited?
Photos, you could put a whole bunch of their videos. It gets to, I think it's like a terabyte about it on videos. So what I do is when I go through, sometimes like every day, it will show what happened last year or 2 years before, whatever. If I have videos there that I need, then I go ahead and delete them. This way I keep opening more space for video. For photos, you will download a whole bunch.
Right.
It's automatically. I take photos and stuff, and within minutes, they're getting downloaded into Amazon, as long as I have Wi-Fi.
Right. Yeah.
But I believe it's a terabyte of video, and that's it. But on photos, it's unlimited.
All right. Cool. Well, for new creators, on a budget that don't have a lot of content to start with, what do you think, all of you, what do you think is the best first storage investment they should do? Portable hard drives, different online things, and flash drives or whatever, and what capacity, a terabyte, 2.
My first one, my first thing, and I get a lot of help and information from Chris and Liz, and the first thing was the SD cards. I got the biggest ones I could afford at the time. All right, and they were 256 gig. So I got one and I put it in the phone. Then I got another one and I put it in the Pocket 2. Then I got another one and I put it in the tablet. And then the next thing for me, at the time, I got the biggest hard drive I could get, that I could afford, which was 2 terabyte. And still up to date to this day, it's worked for me fine.
Right.
And then, then I have the cloud with my computer and all that kind of stuff. But that's probably that's going to be your least expensive way as far as somebody just starting out, start out with like a memory on the phone and all this, and or your storage on your phone or on your camera or whatever you have, and nowadays, believe it or not, the new phones coming out, like I've got a brand new, Galaxy A17, and it shoots just as good, if not better, than that DJI Pocket 2.
Oh yeah.
as far as the stability and all of that, it's amazing, you know. But it's just my 2 cents. But
yeah, with the phones nowadays are the cameras on them are just as good or better than all the high dollar cameras we buy.
You're right. The only thing is it's not waterproof, but the Pocket 2 isn't waterproof. The only thing I would do different instead of getting the Pocket 2, well, I didn't have this phone then, so that's why I got that. Is DJI or GoPro. DJI makes what is it? An Action 5 Pro that's waterproof, just like your GoPro. That would be the only thing different I would do, so I could take it in the water, in the swimming pool or in the ocean or whatever the case may be. But when you get done doing what you're doing, make sure you wash it off. The salt water and chlorine will kill them.
Oh yeah.
And from what Mike was saying, that Action 5 from DJI has better low light capabilities than the GoPros do. So that's something I've been contemplating because I've been a GoPro fanboy since they came out.
Right. Well, I mean, everybody was the only game in town.
Yeah.
It was worth a damn, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where I'm looking now. I'm looking at, and like it's in my Amazon. No, I took it out of my Amazon cart. But it's like a DJI, the Action 5 Pro combo was like $400 and something, but you got all the attachments to go with it. You got the handheld that's made for water. It actually floats. It can hold the camera. If you drop it, it'll float.
Yeah.
I mean, all kinds of, you know, the chest, the thing for the hat, for the backpack. It's got all that crap. Plus, it's like 2 extra batteries and another SD card. I mean, it's a ton of stuff, and it's under $500.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and where I'm at now, that's not that bad a deal. You know, a year and a half ago, I'd have been like, "Oh, hell no!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, one thing, if you do get an Action or GoPro, anything, you're gonna be in the water. That handle that you just talked about, that big yellow one.
Yeah.
That I don't care. So when you drop it, because you're going to drop it, it floats.
It's actually, that handle is actually made to hold that camera up.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Not like straight up. I mean, it's going to be upside down, but it's made to float that camera.
That's right. I got 2 of them with my GoPros.
And here's another thing I would do too, is get insurance. And there's a couple of ways you can do it. I work for an insurance company, and one of the ones that we have is called a valuable personal property. Some people call it a personal articles floater, but you can put like camera equipment and stuff like that on there, and it'll cover it, at least ours, without a deductible. If I drop it, if it gets wet or something like that, it gets damaged, it gets replaced.
Right.
If you have a GoPro for $50 a year, you can get the GoPro subscription, which includes 2 replacements, no questions asked, even if it's outside of warranty, for like $100.
Wow.
And I've already used it 3 times. And the only reason why I say that is because I had a GoPro 13, brand new, that they sent me as a replacement for my GoPro 11 that broke. The moment we put it into the water, the very first time we put it into the water, because everything else has been above ground, the seals were bad on the battery and it fried. And they're like, well, it's not under warranty. Water damage is not covered under warranty. I'm like, this is brand new. This was manufacturer's defect if it wasn't watertight. But still, it was $100 and they're sending me out a new one. So
you probably get the 14. I think the 14's out now.
Yeah, we'll see. The funny thing is, Mel and I started with 9s, and then we had the subscription. And the 9s were so old that they replaced it with 10s or 11s. And then those got old when we did later ones. So then we got the 12s, and then we got the 13s. And so they basically upgrade us to whatever they happen to have in stock. But I mean, $100 versus $500 for a 13, you can't beat that. And it's $50 a year.
What I'm going to do when I get that Action 5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my phone and I'm gonna video myself unboxing it, and I'm gonna take it and throw it in the kitchen sink. And if anything happens to it, I'm like, your stuff is trash. You know,
There you go.
back in the box, and I turn the camera around. You will be receiving a call from me shortly. You know?
Yeah. I got that $50 a year with the GoPro that you're talking about. I hadn't had to use it, thank goodness. But and actually I forget that I have it until they take the $50 payment out every year.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh crap, yeah, I got it. I think it comes with what, like 2 terabytes worth of online storage that you can do automatic backup, like $250 off a new GoPro, or maybe it's just $100 or $150 off.
I haven't looked into it much, but I think DJI has something similar to that.
Yeah, I would
because
definitely
if one's
use
got
it.
it, you know they're all going to have something similar.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's come in handy.
Thank you, Scott.
Like we traded
Hello,
in Mel's GoPro 9 with it because the back screen gave out and wasn't working at all.
Right.
Then we changed my GoPro 9 because it had dropped one too many times and the glass was cracked across the back.
It dropped one too many times.
Yeah, right.
Too many swish and sizzles.
That's right. Then the one that they replaced for me, my 9 was replaced with an 11. That got replaced, but under manufacturer's warranty because it wasn't recognizing that there was a battery. So anytime I put a fresh battery in, it didn't recognize there was a battery in, but it worked fine if I had it plugged in. So they're like, we'll cover that for free. And then I just had to do the water one. Because when they replaced that 11, they replaced it with the 13. And then that's the one that the steel broke, and I had to pay $100 for it again. But hey, I've gotten 4 new cameras for less than a cost of a single camera because of that subscription. If I take into consideration the $50 a year plus the $100 for each of the cameras I've had to replace, still cheaper than a single camera.
That's not bad at all, dude. That's not bad at all.
No,
I know we got off track. Sorry, Sherman. We were talking about data storage, not replacing camera gear.
That's like I said at the beginning. We'll start down one rabbit hole, but we're going to branch off into different things. We'll go all around.
But I'm being good. Nothing's grinding my gears. I was just telling you what I used and the easiest way that I found to for storage and backups and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think kind of like what you said. A lot of what you said, Dave, was for the new creators and don't have a lot of content on a tight budget starting out, get the biggest storage that you can afford at the time.
I mean, like I said, for me, it was SD card. You know,
right. Yeah.
My phone's got 128 gig. So I'm like, all right. Well, I didn't know it at the time. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna get a 256 gig SD card put in there, and then when I get, I always get like an OtterBox case or whatever the case that they sell because it's at T-Mobile. It's a lifetime warranty if you buy it from them.
Right.
And the screen protectors are coming off, peel up sometimes.
Right.
So I was in there getting it done, and she's like, she took it out of the thing. And she's like, oh, you got an SD card? I'm like, yeah. She's like, how big you got? I got a 256. She's like, this phone already has 128 memory in it. And I'm like, well, I did not know that. So now I got, 400 gigs of, half a terabyte of memory in my damn phone. And so, and then the tablet's got the same thing, and it's got a 256 in it.
Yep. And
the Pocket 2's got a 256 in it. So,
So I pulled this one down just to show you guys too. So this right here is a Seagate 2 terabyte drive. So that can hold a crap load of data if you're just doing the raw stuff. And it's like $120 on Amazon. So this is still old school. So it's got a spinning disk in it. But again, if you're looking for storage, this 2 terabyte drive is $120 versus the solid state ones that are going for like $300. So if you're just needing that basic one and you're going to be careful with it to get started, then snag something like that. And I mean, I actually see a Western Digital for $105. So it's a way to get started, and then you can upgrade as you go along and can put aside some money for a more elaborate setup.
That's right.
Yeah, like I said, go with what you can afford. I mean, I kind of went a little overboard when I first started, getting the Pocket 2 and all this other stuff. Plus, I bought some more external mics, DJI mics and stuff, which, I probably shouldn't have. But when I get in my brain, I'm like, I want some of those, then I'm going to get them. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why isn't the electricity on? Don't worry about it. I got new microphones.
I know, right? hey, that's one. Other than the initial camera we bought, microphones was the next biggest thing, because I know you'll hear a lot of creators talk about it, that the things that are going to kill you is the shaking. If depending on that'll kill people watching if they get seasick, and bad audio. And I had tried so many of those. Oh, it's $20 for the wireless mics that plug in, and one of them's always piss poor, the other one's always too loud. And so I did the same thing. I sunk 150 just for the Rode mics, and then we sunk another like 300 in the DJI mic 2s and all of that with the transmitters. But the audio is so much better.
I got the DJI 2s, the minis with the transmitter, and it wasn't nowhere near that.
Mine were years ago, and mine are the full size mics, not the minis.
Yeah,
because I got one mic with the DJI Pocket 3, and then it was $100 for the second mic, and then I had to sink like $200 for the mic and a transmitter.
Yeah, I got the Pocket 2 came with one, but it doesn't. The clip on it's not magnetic.
Right.
So I actually got to clip it on. But these little guys.
Yeah, with the Pocket 3 that I got, it came with one mic. I bought another one.
Look how little these things are.
Yeah, that's the newer model that actually costs less than the mics that I ended up buying.
It's got its own look how cute. Mink, it's got its own cute little charger. Isn't that sweet?
Cutie, look at that little guy. He's so pretty.
Show it again, Dave. Show it again.
Let's see your little guy again. Oh, look at him. He got a fuzzy head and a little bottom. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. And then I really didn't know how big the I got all kind of cords in it. Oh, this is something else I like too. It's got the USB plug to charge, and then it splits into two.
Yeah.
So you can charge both mics at the same time.
Man, if you guys haven't bought any of those out there, buy them. I've got a 4.
And look how little bitty this transmitter is, dude.
That's nice.
This transmitter is tiny.
Yep.
So even like if see now, but I can't Bluetooth these over to the Pocket 2, and I can't Bluetooth them to my phone. I got to use.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing. The Pocket 2 had like its own dedicated Wi-Fi signal, and it only could use the Pocket 2 mic. I remember that when we had it.
But like I can put this on the Pocket 2 with the adapter, put it on the Pocket 2, and it literally sits in my hand while I'm holding the
nice
thingy.
There you go. So is that the Sano one? Is that what you wireless mic? Is that what you've got, Eddie? Ah, okay.
Right.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, these little bitty mini mics, man, they're great.
Let's see. Life with EQ says constantly run out of storage, but they pay for storage, and I don't know how to use it.
Well, that's like with me. That's like me with the Amazon thing. I didn't even know I had storage in Amazon. I don't know how to get to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I really will have to
get. We'll find out today. You can bet your butt on that.
Do us a class on Amazon storage next week.
Yes.
Let's go to Amazon Photo.
It'll have to be week after next. Somebody's going to be on a cruise. I don't know who that might be.
Eddie, we're all looking at you.
Oh,
we're looking at you, sir.
Yeah.
You.
Somebody's gonna be on a cruise. I don't know who it's gonna be, because somebody's got an anniversary next week too.
Oh, snap.
Anniversary to you. The cost of these SanDiscs have gone up.
I don't have anything going on until June 4th. So.
Yeah, I would watch a class on Amazon stores. All right, there you go. Oh, Eddie's bringing out the big guns.
Eddie got a whole toolbox or tackle box full of camera gear.
But yeah, I mean, anybody, get the biggest amount of storage you can afford. Because if you think, well, I can save $30 and get it 1 terabyte versus getting 2 terabyte, you'll find out real quick that you're going to already use up that 1 terabyte. And that
I got news for you.
Cheaper
I'm already looking for bigger SD cards. Trust me.
If it's SD cards or whatever it is, get the biggest ones you can afford at the time, because you'll be amazed at how quick you'll fill it up.
Mm-hmm.
And
especially if you hold your raw data.
Right. That's why you're going to say if you hold stuff like me and Ryan do, apparently, that you don't wipe it. You just buy a new one because you got that one sitting on the shelf in case you need to go back and get that content.
Yeah.
I got 2 laptops that I've replaced with the desktop that I've got now, but I still haven't got everything off of those laptops. Pictures and videos are still on those that I need to get pulled over. So it's always
did any of y'all ever do any editing while you're still traveling?
Hey, Travel Sam.
I do sometimes. Depends on how far behind I am with content. If I'm going on a trip or something and I've got to edit, then I will. But other than that, it might be like something quick for like a member video. If I can't do it on my phone with what I recorded, I might. But yeah, I usually edit, if not at least organize while I'm on the road.
All right.
Really, Peach.
Peachy.
She just wanted to let everybody know that she was in the other room in case you guys wanted to know that.
She's in the house.
Yeah. Where are you, Peach? Are you still in
just want everybody to know she was still here.
Yep.
Don't say that, because.
Well, since you brought it up, Uncle Dave, I'm going to show you one of my other pride and joys that I use when I'm traveling in the RV or somewhere for an extended amount of time. It's not cheap, but...
Oh, well, don't show it to me because I'll never have one.
But this right here...
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
Is my mobile setup. It's 2 17-inch monitors that plug in via USB-C cord, and I can make my laptop into a 3-screen setup while I'm on the road.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is it's solar powered and charges the batteries in your truck too, right?
Yeah, right. No, it does not. But I have to see what the costs are now.
I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty cool.
But this one was not cheap either. I think it was about $300 or so.
That's still, it's
not that bad when you think. And it's very portable. Again, if I'm in the RV, I can take it out there for that. When we get a road trip, I can set this up. When we're in a hotel or whatever, it's set up on the table in there, so I can still have. That's
crazy because I have a 17-inch monitor on my laptop, so that'd be like, 3 of the same thing I'm looking at now.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad at home. Hell with traveling.
Yeah, and it's helpful too, because like if I don't want to be here in this office, I can go set up in the living room if we're doing an editing day where Mel's in her recliner, I'm in my recliner. We got the TV going, and we're editing videos. I can have that up and I mean, as a travel agent too, when you're traveling, it's so easy to be able to then have one screen to work on and then comparing prices and things like that on multiple screens. But again, it depends on where are you with your work, where are you with where you can invest money. Since we do so much now on the road and with the travel agency, it was worth that added expense to make things easier to do while we're gone. And if you all have been working on a single screen, if you can get one or two more monitors, oh my God, the world opens up and editing becomes so much faster to have a working screen and then a prep with all your file screen that you can then just easily click and drag instead of having.
It's funny. It's funny you said that. I spent last week. I spent with Carnival Cruise Addicts down in Fort Myers, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I did today's episode of the Yakety Yak on their channel. But anyway, we filmed it. And it took forever. And watching Liz with two monitors, like you said, right? Edit, it was just like bink. Okay, we're gonna put this in. I'm like, hey, I'm old. Slow down, okay? Slow down, right? And that's another thing is like I got a 17-inch monitor. She's got like a 27 and a 32. So like her editing window is like 8 by 8, you know, not this little bitty one like I have, and it was cool, man. It was something to see.
I'm gonna have to go watch that. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna have to watch the Yakety Yak with Uncle Dave.
I'm gonna leave that to the professionals because they know.
Yeah, I got
you
that
the
on my
Yakety
list
Yak
after this.
straight from the yak's mouth.
I didn't do it like that, but I was, I did pull off a free.
It did his own Uncle Dave version. So
nice.
I did okay. I think it was awesome. I mean, it was great. I've never done anything like that before, so that was like a big hurdle, you know.
Right.
And Liz wrote me up a script, and it was. I had a little bit of flair in there, here and there, but it was fun. Yeah. Hanging out with those two was a blast. Yeah, I had so much fun.
Well, we're over the hour mark, but we won't keep going for a little while. But that one of the next sections I had to talk about, Ryan, I'm gonna let you do a little plug for a video because I know you already got one there. It's about organizing the content. How to organize the footage so you can find the clips later. File structure, naming, sorting, dates, times, all that stuff. I know you already got a whole video they can go and watch. So if you want to plug that one now.
Yeah, sure. It's absolutely. It was last week's PCAT chat. We talked about file organization as we started talking about what happens after you capture the footage. And that's one thing. And everyone will have their own way to do it. If you watch the show, we go into a hell of a lot of detail. But for the streamlined version, I myself create folders for every camera source that I used to capture the film. And then I have a cut order if I have a ton of stuff that I need to took out of order and I want to rearrange the structure from how I actually filmed it. So I'm able to say, okay, Sony camera, all the info is here. The DJI is here, the GoPro 11, GoPro 12, the iPhones. And so everything has its own individual folder. Mel takes it a step further and renames every file to what it is. And so when instead of seeing the DJI September 11th, 2023 file 12345, she will read, hey, this is when we were kayaking this neck of the woods, hey, the manatee encounter, the monkey encounter, and she'll organize it all by what it is.
I did the same thing. Like when I pull it off, I'll put, okay, we'll use monkeys. I'll be like monkeys 1, monkeys 2, monkeys 3, and I'll put them in the order that I want. Not necessarily monkeys, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
like C day 1, C day 2, and and I'll go that route. And that way I know, because I've did it. I've done it. Get home and download everything. You're like, oh my God, where's all this stuff?
Yeah.
And then you got to go through and click and this and that. Okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. But
Yeah.
but definitely change the labels. Change the labels.
Yeah. Now
Definitely.
I usually, if for my vlog, since I download everything every single day because I have my laptop with me, I personally don't rename the clips. I just leave it as is. The only thing I rename is when I shoot ship tours, because sometimes they're captured out of order, especially if we're on a travel agency tour where they're like, hey, we're going to go on deck 5. Okay, we're going to go to 8. Now we're going to go down to 7. Now we're going to go up to 15. Now we got to go to 13 back here. And then we're going to go back up to 15, but forward. And so I will go through and take the time to say, okay, deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4. And
Right. Yeah, you label them accordingly.
Yep. And be, okay, this is, deck 4, and this is, mid-aft to forward with these venues. And so that helps me when I then decide if I want to go bottom to top or top to bottom of the ship tour. I've got all the decks already listed out there. So, but definitely file organization will be helpful when you get to productivity. So if you're on vacation, you have your laptop, you're not editing, but you're dumping, take a little time to do file organization while you're traveling on some of your downtime. So when you get home to start editing the videos, the hard stuff of getting it organized is done. You did that while you were on the road, and you can just focus on then taking your already organized data and turning it into the video itself.
That's what I started doing. I don't take my laptop. I take my tablet, but it's the same thing. Plug it in. Once it gets done downloading, I'll look through it. I'm like, okay, this is, Costa Maya Day, Costa Maya Beach, Costa Maya Restaurant, Costa Maya Chairlift, and that way I know where to. But I do it all in there because when I get home, I take it all off of that, put it on the laptop anyway.
So that's why Mel drives on the way home.
And that's what's funny, because that's exactly why. Because I spend time downloading all the video while we're on the road home and organizing the ship tours as we're driving home. So then it's ready to go for video edits whenever it comes up in the queue. I still have like 5 ship tours or 6 ship tours that we still need to edit. We've got so much right now. I could put out more than a single video if I actually had time. That's it. I'm quitting my job, everybody. I'm quitting my job, and we're going to be full-time vloggers.
There you go. There you go.
Why not? Derek did it.
And then I got to go back to work because my vacation will be over and I'll have to get paid.
Yeah,
Mel said she wants to quit first.
Mel said me first.
Yeah.
Well, Mel, you're really in charge, so you do what you want, baby.
That's right. You're the manager, so you make the decisions.
You just roll over one morning and be like, get up, go to work. I got time for you. I'm gonna sit here and drink my double decaf mocha latte caramel chocolate macchiato.
You almost had it right. Just don't say decaf. No decaf. If I'm going to drink coffee, it's going to be the good stuff.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm saying except I saw it in commercials. That's it. I don't know nothing.
Lord. But yeah, so go check out the PCATs last week, and they got a whole video about the organization and workflow and all that. So we ain't gonna rehash that. He's already got the video out there. You can go back and watch that, because I know I watched it, but I'll go back and watch it again.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. Ryan, you have you use iPhone, correct?
Yeah, we have iPhone, and then
I've got Android, so I'm gonna have to see what the difference is with what you were talking about to what I can actually do. Because I know they're not the same. But
I mean, basically, I do all my organization on the computer, so it would be the same thing where you would just dump your video to your computer and then refile name or laptop or something like that.
And then like each like we went to Celebration Key. It's got its own folder with all its stuff, you know, and a C Day, it's got its C Day 1, you know, and everywhere we stop, Key West, boom, wherever I stop, it's got its own folder on a laptop where I can just go there and they're already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many videos it is. Yeah. And then I just basically get into my editing software and I just pull them down.
Yep, that's what I'll do. Like
in there and it's gone.
I'll usually honestly set up before I even leave to go on vacation. I generally, well, when it comes to cruises, I'll already have folders set up for the whole cruise. 01 embarkation day, 02 whatever it is, and then everyone already has all the subfolders. And then at the end of the day, if I didn't, I've learned now at the end of the day, if I didn't have data for that particular one, I delete the file. So like I'll sit there and I'll go 4 months later to start editing. I've got day 2 and all the 360 folders empty. Where did all the data go? And then oh wait, I never took the 360 out that day. Hey, so I go back now, and every day after I dump all my video, I delete whatever folders I didn't actually need. So when I come back 3 months later, I'm not freaking out that I lost data.
Right, you're not going into panic mode. Be like, oh, who's been touching my computer? Oh, you know.
What happened?
Some of that panic is real too, man. Oh my god. Especially when I'm like trying to multitask and there's like stuff I want to use in the vlog, but there's also stuff I want to use in the ship tour. And then I either forget to which folder it's in. So I get to the ship tour and I'm like, wait, there's a whole segment of these specialty restaurants that where did it go? I know I had it somewhere. And then I go and I find it buried in a vlog and I forgot to drag it out to put it into the ship tour folder or something like that.
Dude, I've done the same thing. I was editing, I forget which one it was. I was editing one and I'm like, I know I have shots of this, you know? And I'm go back and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. But I dumped it in another folder. It was way down at the bottom. And I had to go through everyone. I had like 27 of them. And I had to go through everyone and look at every single picture and video. And I got all the way to the bottom. And next time I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up.
Right. There's also been some crazy things, and I don't even know how I mess it up this bad, but there have been some times where I have forgotten to do a dump, and then I dump everything into a folder, and it's the wrong trip altogether, where the data is actually in the folder for the next trip because I forgot to dump it, you know, for the trip before or something. I'm like, what is all this stuff? And then I realized, I'm like, oh, that's why I couldn't find any of this crap, because it was in the wrong trip altogether.
All right.
Yeah.
So now I always do a quick eyeball because the metadata still has the dates everything was captured. So I'll do a quick eyeball and say, okay, I forgot to do this and take it over. You know, luckily we're so far ahead. Like I said, every now and then I just do a once an eyeball and I'm like, where am I? What kind of stuff do I have?
Keith, I download everything on my laptop. Dump the SD card. That's what Ryan's talking about now.
Yeah.
I won't dump it totally off of the laptop until I know for sure it's on the external hard drive.
Yep.
You know, and then once I make sure it's there, then I'll take it off the laptop after it's edited and I need to do what I need to do with it.
I do not. I don't erase the SD cards. I keep them. I just buy new ones.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Well, that's one way of storage now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like everyone will have their own.
I got this little. You get this little round of stickers, and you put your date or whatever on it on the SD card, and they're put away.
Well, you know, that's
another backup.
That's actually a kind of inexpensive way to do it, for sure.
Yeah, especially with SD cards not costing a whole bunch nowadays. Yeah. I mean, you can usually get them for $20 for 120 gigs, 256 gigs.
I got 256 gig, and I got on Amazon, and I think it was $26.99 or something like that, which is not bad. You know, you spend $100 and you got, you know, a terabyte.
Yep.
Yeah, and I usually, like I said, I usually dump it to my hard drive or my external drive. Then I come and I make a copy when I get home. But yeah, I wipe my cards for every new day, every new trip. And I've learned as well, I guess this is another way, since we're talking about data and storage handling and stuff like that. If you're going to wipe your drive and your card, do it in the camera itself and not on your computer. So what I mean by that is DJI and Insta360 are notorious for having data it thinks is still there even when I delete it on my MacBook. So I'll take my SD card, put it in my MacBook, take everything off of it, do it in the drives, and then I'll delete the files while it's still plugged into my Mac. Okay, I've deleted them. It should be clear. No. For the Insta360 and the DJIs, it still thought there was data on there, and we found it out the hard way in the middle of the World America tour. Like 15 minutes into capturing data on the World America tour. And I'm like, there's no way on God's green earth that I don't have enough data, because
it's got to have some kind of internal memory
worth of things. And yeah, it's something with the internal memory. And thank God I had an extra SD card that we took out and put in. And that's when we realized if you don't clear it on the camera itself, sometimes there's residual data that the camera still can read that the MacBook didn't delete, and it filled up the SD card. So
there you go, boys and girls, extra SD cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But talking about what backup strategy do you think or recommend for travel and cruise creators? Multiple copies, SD card management we're just talking about, portable hard drives for cruises, doing all your editing while you're there so you don't have to keep a lot of stuff, even though some of us are going to keep it regardless.
Right. Remember that one time 10 years ago? Oh, yeah, let me get the video for it. It's in backup drive number 5.
Yeah, Eddie's got it on. Right. Get that box over there, Eddie's SD cards.
Honestly, for me personally, although it's a little more expensive, those SD solid state drives that are built for ruggedness, that's where I would probably dump my money into, because they're designed to be dropped and knocked around and stuff like that. And we have yet to have one of those fail. Unfortunately, everybody and their brother knows that, and supply and demand. What I paid $189 for a 4 terabyte drive like 2 years ago. I just looked on Amazon. It is going for $589 for the same drive I bought 2 years ago at $189. Freaking ridiculous.
All right.
So although that's my preferred method right now, at least for me, it's not fiscally achievable to buy terabytes upon terabytes of solid state rugged drives. So I fall back on Uncle Dave's, what you can afford now, and just be super protective of it.
That's right. That's right. Well, Ryan, you kind of explained earlier about a NAS system. At what point? Well, what are the pros and cons of cloud storage versus that? And then part 2 to that is, when should a creator upgrade to a NAS system or something similar?
So the cloud system, pros and cons, we'll start with that first. Number one, it's someone else's problem. And they're going to have backups upon backups upon backups. That's what you're paying for them to make sure that they have what is needed to keep your stuff secure and not crashing. On the flip side, that's a reoccurring cost, that will never stop. And inevitably, it will go up every couple of years, I'm sure. because the cost of data storage, the cost of cooling this, the popularity of it, supply and demand. So expect a cost increase. But again, the pro is you don't have to worry about anything on the back end. You just pay the monthly fee and it's there for you, and they have redundant backups. The NAS system, you basically become your own backup, and you have multiple drives. And again, you can then do mirror drives and basically yourself. The con to that is those setup costs are astronomical. We were just talking about it at the beginning. A 4-slot one right now is going for $700 after taxes, and that's no drive. That's just the box you would put the drive in. And then you got to buy each individual drive. However, the pro to that is you can make your own backup server and be able to access it from anywhere in the world as long as you've got an internet connection. And those systems also have a setup for redundancy that you can use one of your drives as a redundant server or whatnot. And so there's a lot of stuff you can do on your own. The pro is, once you have made that investment in it, there's no reoccurring cost because you're supplying your own internet, you're supplying your own drives. It's just the setup cost. As far as when to make that switch, for me, it's when the YouTube channel makes enough money to be able to support me buying that on top of the reoccurring fees I'm getting just to run the channel, as far as the Read Stream and the Epidemic Sound and all those other annual memberships I have. And as Eddie likes to say, the penitization of the channel. So for me, that's nowhere in the near future. The $2,000 is a vacation I could go on versus having to invest in a NAS system.
Right.
I can go get content, or I can not get content and buy the backup drive. So it's just not in the cards right now. But with my penitization, I could always take a little bit residually each month and put it into a set it and forget it kind of account. And maybe a couple of years down the line, I can have the money to get it. But right now we're only at a break even for our annual running costs, let alone, having surplus that I can reinvest somewhere else.
All right. Oh yeah. Let's see. Keith's asking, what brand SD card does everyone use? I know GoPro has this preferred SD card.
I've been using SanDisk is what I've used. SanDisk.
That's mainly what I got most of the time because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Now that's another thing we actually should talk about that we didn't talk about. You can't just buy any SD card and have it work in your cameras.
Right.
Sometimes you've got to get a specific type that's a certain type of a 10 or a 15 or an extreme or all these little acronyms. Like I ran into a problem with my 360 camera. Those files are humongous.
Right.
And if your writing speed is not fast enough to account for the amount of data that it's capturing, your card's going to crash and you're not going to be able, it's going to basically shut you out, and you'll start recording and 2 seconds later, it's like, no, SD card's not fast enough to capture data, and it stops recording.
Right.
So you got to make sure that whatever you get has a write speed that's fast enough to account for the quality of video you're capturing.
Yeah. It's just like this thing here with the Nikon is a dual writing capacity capability. Use that regular SD card or CF Express. If they're going to do filming in 8K, they got to have the CF. And those are about
not cheap.
$400 for 512.
Woo!
My son had that same problem. He got trail cameras, when he goes hunting and stuff. Yeah. And he had to have I don't know what kind of camera it was, because I don't use trail cameras. I go out there. If I see something, I shoot it. If I don't, then I don't. But he had to get a $150 SD card for these things, and he had 4 of them. you know, and it took a special SD. I don't know what kind it was. All I know is he was not happy, but you know. So yeah, I mean, $600 worth of SD cards for 4 cameras, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I switched over to cell cameras. You don't have to worry about the SD card. Of course, then you got a monthly subscription fee you pay, but you save money in gas. You don't have to go out there and pull the card out of the camera to check it. So you can just look on your phone and see.
Right, right,
Yeah, it
right,
balances out.
right.
It balances.
But you know, it's just like with everything. You're either going to pay now or you're going to pay later.
That's right.
So
That's
the
right.
choice is yours. You know.
Nikki Worrell said, approach YouTube as a hobby and you won't be disappointed. It's stellar with the lucky few who can make a good living off of it. Yeah, that's right.
Amen. I'm just happy right now that, you know, the channel has gotten to the point where it pays the bills for the reoccurring expenses. Right. And I can't say I don't have a surplus. I do. But a lot of that goes into paying for, you know, some of the campsites and, you know, some extra upgrades on some of the cruises we go on that we can then bring as more experiences to the channel. So it does, you know, help to bring a little bit more to what we can offer by us being able to go on a slightly more expensive excursion or do an upgrade for this particular trip that we otherwise wouldn't have if we didn't have some of the YouTube funds that we could reinvest into a different experience if we go somewhere. So,
right.
I mean, I'm happy where we are. I won't say no if it ever explodes, but I'm happy where it is. It gives us what we need to do to run the channel, do a little bit more, extravagant stuff in very few circumstances, and it's still fun.
Oh yeah.
I watched a guy that started out and his channel grew really quick. It was a guy from he retired in the United States and he moved to the Philippines and he started a channel and it blew up. And he didn't really plan on making it a job. He said, you know, hey, if it pays for itself, I'm good with it. I'll keep doing it. Right. Well, it's way more than paid with itself just because of the content he's putting out. It's like most people's for most YouTubers or creators that I know, it would be members only video, but he doesn't have members. He refused to do the members thing. So he's putting out daily life in the Philippines, just his comings and goings and this and that. And he's like, it's paying for itself and it's throwing a couple bucks in my pocket. I'm good. I got in. I found him when he had like 400 subscribers, dude. He's only been in the Philippines a little over a year, and he's got like 40,000.
Wow.
It's nuts. It's nuts. And he was approached about like promoting and advertising and sponsoring. He didn't do it. He's not doing any of that. He doesn't want to be tied down to any of it. I mean, it's a great channel, because it's all, yeah, it's edited, but it's like really raw and unfiltered. It's like life in the Philippines, the stuff he goes through every day as an American that retired in the Philippines. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah. Well, if he started taking the sponsorships and all that stuff, then he would have to do certain things at certain times and all that kind of stuff. So.
And you can only say certain things,
right? And
they only want you to say this or that. And he was just like, "No, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. My channel, my way. Boom."
That's right.
I'm like, damn, that sounds like something I would say.
Yeah. One of the last questions that I had that I wrote down was, how do you think creator storage and workflows will change in the future with faster cloud editing, the 8K footage he was just talking about, AI workflows? What kind of future tech you think creators might be watching out for, and how do you think that'll change their needs for storage and their workflows?
Well, future tech, I think one thing that is already starting to change, although Facebook and Meta is trying to keep it just for reels and crap like that. But the glasses that now have the cameras, and all that stuff built in. Because if you think about it, if it gets to the point where that is very high quality and it's landscape, you're going to see less and less people walking around with DJI cameras and just having a pair of glasses on and being able to just bring everything without being burdened with carrying all this other, video editing equipment. So of course,
yeah, exactly.
The other thing is, what kind of audio and all of that, because if it's only really recording, if it's crappy audio and good video, then you're still going to have extra needs. But I think that's one thing that might really have an impact as it gets more and more. You get the Mission Impossible glasses.
That's right.
Where it just looks like a regular pair of glasses. You don't even see where the camera is anymore in it.
Yeah, there's a red dot. There's a little red dot.
And I've been looking at those glasses, but I refuse to purchase them until it truly shoots in landscape. Because I'm not about to take the 3K video or whatever it is and then degrade it even further and lose my field of view by having to zoom it in on the image to manually turn. Now I've got such a small frame of view. For me, because I do long form horizontal content, it doesn't work for me because it's designed for Facebook Reels and TikTok BS, which is not me. But I see that having an impact if they finally get off their butt, make it longer video captures instead of like 1 to 3 minutes, and have it horizontal instead of vertical. I see that being a tech that takes off and changes how things are captured in the future.
I saw a little something the other day. I just caught the tail end of it. But somebody else is getting ready to come out with another set of glasses like Meta's glasses, but supposed to be better than what the Metas were, according to the sales pitch. But so we'll see what that comes out to. If they get another company out there doing it with creating that competition, then that should improve.
So maybe it'll have them step up their game with what's offered and prices go down. But it's like they're trying to pigeonhole you into their proprietary software too. We're Meta, we're Facebook, we're going to design something that's only for Facebook Reels and TikTok and, that kind of stuff where you're cutting out. All I see in my head is you're cutting out a crap ton of sales potential by trying to force people into that if they don't want to. You could double your sales if you offer that landscape ability. And don't tell me, it's just the way the glasses does. No. If my iPhone is set up to shoot vertical and horizontal, both in the same direction, it's your software. It's not the camera lens itself.
Right. Yeah. That's right. So they could very easily do it if they wanted to, but they're just trying to keep it so that you'll just use it on their platforms.
Yep, they're trying to push you to their platform.
So that's right.
All right, you guys. I'm not gonna hang out too much more. I got kids coming over. They want to do dinner with Dad.
Jeez, don't they know Uncle Dave has a YouTube life?
Yeah.
Right. It's like
I'll call your kids. Can Uncle Dave come up and play on YouTube?
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't want dinner. He said he's full.
He's already pissed off that I'm not taking him on NCL cruise or my MSC cruise. He's already mad at me. So I don't care. Sorry.
Well, Uncle Dave, we were going to get you
this man.
We were going to get you a cake, but Eddie wouldn't jump out of it. So
no. Now, if he had the Stormtrooper helmet on, then hey, Ryan's got to pull up. Eddie got a Stormtrooper helmet on. Hey,
wait,
there's a party up in here. So,
there you go.
Oh my God! Stop it! Oh jeez. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Of course.
Yeah.
I guess I got to ask permission from my kids if I can,
Uh-oh.
I am your
Ryan-
father.
Ryan's got his.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's not even as good though.
I was gonna say,
That's
so
not
that's
good.
it's not, it's set up for the wrong one. I have it set up for when I'm at my work computer.
Eddie, see, that reminds me of what is it, Step Brothers? Like Eddie's got the movie quality one and you don't.
Yeah, right. That's all I can afford. I can't sink
right.
$300 into a working Darth Vader helmet.
Eddie got his from Target and Ryan was at Walmart. So.
Mine Family
Eddie got his from
Dollar. Come
Target.
on.
Eddie got his from Target. Ryan downloaded it off of some free website.
Temu.
That's where it was.
I got it off Temu, man. It's
Temu.
the
Yeah,
real
that's
Darth
right.
Vader
Temu.
helmet.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. You have a good night. Thanks for having me.
All right.
We'll see y'all later.
See you, Dave. That's it.
Yeah, I would agree. I guess it depends on what kind of stabilization software they have in there. I like I said, I looked at it, but I'm not sinking the money for something that I wouldn't use frequently.
Yeah. There you go, Eddie.
Ooh. Empire, baby. Empire. Always.
Always the Empire. Eddie's part of the Empire. That's why he's where he's at.
Yep.
Um,
How about TIE Fighter parked in the back of the house?
that's what he cuts the grass with. Flies around. So what would be one storage tip if you could only give somebody one storage tip and that's all they could afford? What would that be?
So like you guys say, get the best you can get at the moment, You can, instead of getting a 1 terabyte, might as well get a 4 terabyte if you can get it.
Yep.
And if it's just SD cards, if that's all you can get at the time, just buy SD cards. And,
That's one thing I learned when I first bought my first camera to work with the channel. I bought SD cards, not realizing what kind of SD card I needed. And then I filmed on with the camera with one of those SD cards, and it came out corroded because it was supposed to be a video SD card, and I didn't have a video SD card. So it did download some of the video and some of the pictures. I was able to save them, but everything else kaput. So I'm like, why is this not working? I learned the hard way. So.
Right.
Yeah. That would be mine as well. I guess that's the biggest thing is just get something to back up your content. Regardless of what type of backup device it is, get something to back up the content.
Yeah, because it's.
In case you want to use it later.
Right?
You don't care for it, then let it go. But yeah.
I would say at the end, not only that, but if I could give a second one, at least save your finished product on that backup drive. Even if you don't keep your raw stuff, get a SD card and save each of your individual main videos that you're putting on YouTube.
Yeah.
At a minimum. That way
and
you have security.
Yeah. And it's another reason why I keep everything is because, when I'm filming, I'm filming for two reasons. I'm filming to make videos, of course, but the first reason I'm filming is to record the memories that we were making. Because most of the time it was, family and friends and a vacation. So, you want all that raw footage because you're not producing all of that stuff. You're keeping that for you and that family and friends. So that's why I always don't delete all the raw footage and everything. Keep it somewhere so we can go back and look, at that later on. So that's something else for people to think about is, why are you filming? I think most people that it's going to be, unless they're the ones making a living off of it, then they don't have a choice. They've got to do this. But most of us, you're filming most people for those two reasons, to keep the memories and then also to make a video. So,
Yep.
Ron!
Hey, Ron. Appreciate you coming in. We've been waiting for you. Glad you're here. We were worried about you when there was some storms down that way. Had a haircut and dinner, so I'm late. Well, you should have got all your hairs cut instead of just that one, but I got to get one later too. I'm starting to get kind of shabby. Well, I mean, that's just because we care about you, Ron. We think about you. We don't, wait for you. I mean, if you ain't here, we ain't got a lot of people to pick on. So, I got 5, Ron. I got 5.
Don't sell him short, Ron.
You got him up here.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, got to grow them where you can. Grow it where you can. So, Ryan, have you messed with any AI workflow stuff?
I mean, I use AI to help build an SEO package. Hey, Michael, thanks for coming in. But yeah, I use AI to do SEO packages. So for my title, for my description, chapters, I got a whole slew of it. And actually, we'll talk about that this Thursday in much more detail.
Right.
But I use AI for that. I use AI to help design thumbnails as well.
Right.
But other than that, the only other time I use AI is to help me with prompts to enter into Suno for music I want to design. If I can't get the right stuff on my own, I go to ChatGPT and I'm like, hey, this is my vision and I can't get it right in Suno. So help me put together a prompt that gives this vision in Suno terminology. And it'll help me with that. There's a hint for you, Eddie, if you haven't used it. Yeah. Because I've had it where I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, I don't want it to be an R&B thing. I need it more of a, lo-fi jazz, but everything is having this sultry R&B feel to it. It's like, okay, obviously I'm not putting something proper in here. The other thing I used just once, just to get an idea on my channel, is I have taken multiple pictures of my analytics and then stuck it into ChatGPT and said, analyze my channel to give me a good idea on where my overall, audience is coming from and what's attracting and all that. And what it tells me is exactly what Mel and I thought our channel was, which is, hey, we come to you when we need information, not because we really like your vlogs. Let's be honest. Our bread and butter, and when we look at the analytics, the vast majority are not subscribed to us, and they're hitting our ship tours and room tours. Right. That means we're a destination when someone's researching something, and they've got the ship tour of the ship I'm going on.
Right.
But they don't sub because they don't really want anything else other than that one thing that they search for. Which we're okay with that right now, because
you're getting the views.
Yeah, because that's our bread and butter is the ship tours and stuff like that. Maybe someday it'll slowly transition to where people actually like our personalities and the way we do our vlogs and stuff like that. Probably never happened. But that was one of those confirmation things that you can do. Like if you're wondering why am I struggling or what can I do, what would you call my channel kind of thing, then you can do that. Snap some analytics, put into AI, and say, hey, analyze my channel. Tell me about my channel based on what you see. And that's what they said. They was like, well, we can see you're doing very well as far as, the number of views, the number of watch hours is astronomical. However, 98% of your viewers are not subscribed to your channel. So you're a destination. I need information. I go to you, not I'm interested in your vlogs and I'm coming back again and again and again to watch your vlogs,
Right.
which is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use AI to fix my AI. Absolutely.
Now that you say that, in Suno, I did some stuff, and I sent you like 4 emails.
I have to listen to it. I saw it, but I was half asleep. I need to listen to them.
Yeah. 4 emails, and I think I sent a message to Mel on Messenger also.
Yeah.
I think that was Friday. I say they're not gonna see it till Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So, because I know you guys.
Yeah, because we were out, and I saw them coming through while we were camping, but we were doing all the camping stuff, and then it just slipped my mind. But yeah, I did see them. I need to go back and listen to it. But yeah, so that's what you can do too, is you can help it refine your ideas or refine prompts, because it's going to search the internet in a freaking nanosecond and say, oh, you want to do a whole series of music that makes me think of the Celebrity Beyond cruise ship that you've already given me your entire transcript, and I turned it into an SEO package for you. And I can search the internet for the feel of this cruise line and this cruise ship. And so here's a way that you can verbalize that into Suno to make music that makes you think about being at sunset on a sophisticated cruise ship, but still be lo-fi, relaxing backbeat tunes. And it can figure out the ways to put the right words for it to come out that way when I start creating the music in Suno.
Wow. I didn't understand all that.
But
I understood all that. Wow.
And it's the same thing that when I went into Suno for the first time, like for example, I'll give you a good example of how I used AI to train the AI to then retrain the AI. So I go into Suno and I manually put in a concept that I need to create a theme song for my, YouTube channel, PK Adventure Travels. We do a lot of RVing, cruising. I want it to be an upbeat, get ready for a live show. Put that into Suno. It starts to create stuff. I then take those lyrics that aren't, 100% close to my channel, and I go into ChatGPT, and we've been using ChatGPT for like a year and a half on PK Adventure Travels. And I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, here is the information on the type of music that it's creating for me, because it gives you all the music and the feel and the beat. Here are the lyrics it's giving me.
Right.
You know my channel from everything we've been posting, all the transcripts of all of our videos, all of the conversations we have. I need you to tweak this to make it feel more like what our channel is about. It then spits it out. I then go back to Suno, and I'm like, this is the type of music that I want you to do, and here are the lyrics I want you to use. And then it redoes it in Suno. And then I kind of can go back and forth. Okay, here's the latest thing Suno did. It's still doing blah, 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 blah. Not quite right. Well, try this prompt then. And so going back and forth between the two AI systems to hone in on a theme song is actually exactly how I ended up with the theme song I have now. So anyway, and yeah, if you watch the show this Thursday, both the intro song and the outro song, we premiered last week. So, you could always go look at last week's and you'll see them. But both of those songs were created with me tweaking some of the lyrics and some of the flows myself, just because of my musical background, but then also using both Suno AI and ChatGPT AI to hone in and get the right way to bring it all together. So
they're giving you an idea for a couple videos there, Ryan.
Don't start.
I haven't gone that sophisticated yet. I go to Suno and I write a bunch of stuff that I try to rhyme with, and then I tell Suno, use this kind of type of music and bring something else to it, and I let it flow. but I haven't gone to the ChatGPT back and forth thing like you're saying. But I understood what you're talking about.
There you go. See, you got it this time.
I hadn't gone back and forth. I've gone to ChatGPT and told it my idea, write me lyrics, and then take the lyrics and go to Suno and put it in, and then tell it what kind of genre of music I want it to be. And I have, I've tweaked that a couple times, and because sometimes I want to, a lot of them will be, like a Caribbean vibe, but I don't want, I don't want just steel drums in there. So I was like, oh, no, take the steel drums out. So
yeah,
but
and that
back and forth.
And that's one thing. And then the other thing I like to do as well is if you're trying to find, for instance, in Suno, the length of the music, it still likes to make them either really short or really long. So sometimes if you use ChatGPT to design lyrics, then you can take that and say, okay, I need lyrics that will be able to be sung in XYZ amount of time, at a certain tempo. And then you can go into Suno and put those lyrics manually in, and then in the description be like, okay, it needs to be a roughly 100 beats per minute. And if at 100 beats per minute, those lyrics should be long enough or short enough to force it to get at least closer in the ball range of the length that you're looking for.
Right.
So
yeah, that is one thing, because I've, gone in and, the intro songs or whatever, and I told Suno, make this, 2 minutes, and it's always 5 minutes, and so you got to chop it up in pieces, to put it in yourself instead of it fitting into the 2 minutes that intro is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So AI does everything. You can't own it.
That's why I don't use AI anymore. That's why I'm in the trouble that I'm in with right now. I got to wait till June 14th to reapply for the program. So that's why I went ahead and I eliminated AI completely. I only use it for thumbnails. And if I tweak a logo or something, that's when I bring it in. I've been using Gemini also, since YouTube owns Google owns Gemini, and Google owns YouTube anyway. So, just to blend that in for a bit in case the robots look for it. They see, oh, Gemini's been here. So this way I don't get too much of a frustration point. But other than that, on videos now, no. It's all raw. And if anything, I've been using my own music. If I do add it, otherwise, just plain raw. Well, whatever I film, that's what is going out on the video now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could be somebody there cursing and all that. You're gonna hear it. So I won't delete it. So.
Yep. So that's, I got all my copyright claims cleared up. So all of them are gone. So I'm getting more and more into Suno for music for videos when I need to put music in. So try to
I haven't got a copyright claim in about a month and a half. Since I started using my own music.
Yeah, I'm still battling that Go Live Together intro that was free or royalty free for the longest time, but obviously it has since become copyright.
Right.
Because I'm getting 1 to 2 every day where the bots are oh nope, this one's now revenue sharing. So it's not a copyright strike, but I guess enough people were using that royalty free that they're like, let's not make it royalty free anymore. Let's go ahead and now get money from all the hundreds of thousands of people that are using this music.
That's right. Yeah.
Eventually it'll stop. I just don't know how long it's going to be until it freaking stops. Are you still getting those, Eddie, or are you finally done with all yours? It was his, the guitar one, the original Go Live Together, just coffee,
Well,
guitar.
remember, I'm not part of the show anymore, so I don't get
I
any.
know. I'm getting stuff from like a year ago. It's all the
No,
stuff
no,
that I'm
I'm-
getting
I'm-
hit with is like a year ago.
Yeah, the ones I had, those old videos that I had saved. If anything came up, I just either change it to YouTube song or erase it.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing. Is every day I go in and I choose the same YouTube song. I'm like, all right, change it again, change it again, change it again, change it again. Eventually, it'll stop flagging once
Yes,
they're all.
yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
The problem you just don't know when.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. But,
but I'm not sure about. I've been using Epidemic Sound. That's what I've been using mainly. And it's like at some point I'm going to have to make a decision on if I want Suno and do the extra time to make a song, or do I want to keep Epidemic Sound because I still use sound effects and I do like some of the tools. Like I can go into Epidemic Sound and say, hey, I like this song, but make it 5 minutes long and make it loopable. And it will restructure the track to where I can take a 5-minute song and use it for 15 minutes and put it back to back to back to back. And it sounds like one constant 15-minute song that it doesn't have an obvious start and end to it. So it's a cool function when I'm doing, 45, 55-minute videos. Instead of having to come up with 30 different 3-minute songs, I can do 4 or 5 songs, loop it, and use it for 5 to 8 minutes, 10, 15 minutes sometimes a stretch. So now I've got 3 or 4 songs throughout the hour-long video, but it's all looped, so it doesn't have that fade out, fade in, where it's an obvious new song. It just sounds like it's a long single tune that has the same feel to it.
oh yeah.
So, but I've liked Epidemic, and I don't know. They're not that expensive in the long run, so having Suno to be able to make certain music is really cool. And then on the other hand, being able to just do a quick search and say, oh, okay, I like this lo-fi beat, make it loopable and make it 5 minutes long, and boom, 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 there I am for that. It's just as easy as well. So I guess they both have their own merit, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're just passing the 2-hour mark, so I reckon we'll get right and get out of here. Eddie's other show, I just got a notification, just started up. His other show that he's going to go to and check out.
And he's a hard-working man.
Yeah. Well, he's got to look out for the 5.0 coming up. Make sure everything stays good with that.
That's right.
But yeah, appreciate y'all being here tonight. And Eddie, we'll miss you next week. But I know you won't miss us while you're on the cruise. You'll be enjoying time there. And I wouldn't blame you a bit in the world.
I might be playing checkers and thinking of you guys. So.
Hey,
it happens.
If they got a checkers tournament going on, get in it.
Oh yeah.
But I hope I know you'll have a great time and enjoy it. And
thank you.
We'll be talking crap about you while you're gone, but hey.
You bet yourself we're gonna be talking about that.
I'm used to it, so my ears are always burning. So
that's right. That's right. So, but
this is what happens when you're the eye candy. Everybody talks about me. So
that's right. That's right. That's why we got you here, is for the eye candy. So we'll have to.
That's right.
I just have to put a picture up of you, so everybody will still see you. Have you? Well, we got it spread out, so you're still up there beside Ryan in the corner now. So on the background. So.
I saw that earlier. That was moving around. Like, how the hell did? I'm not even want to know.
Oh yeah. Make all this move and us move and stuff, and so. It's all right. I got another surprise for y'all for tomorrow night on the intro. So, but it's coming from last night's show. So, Yeah.
Oh, lordy, lordy.
Yeah. So anticipation, man. You got a whole day to wait and see what happens.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
But so, yeah, Eddie's live 24/7, 365. That's right.
That's what it feels like.
Whoop.
Fading from existence.
Oh. Last time I think that was in Back to the Future when Marty was starting to vanish.
That is using my fish tank live. It's set for magenta backgrounds, so you can make out the cruise ship.
Yeah,
that's what's superimposed in the back of my fish tank for my fish tank lives now.
Huh. Cool. Lord. All right, we're gonna get out of here, but Eddie will be on 2 hours in the morning.
About yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Probably around 7 till 9. Yeah.
7 to 9. So he'll be there.
No Jimmy tomorrow. He has some business to do in Boston tomorrow. So if I'm up earlier, then I'll go earlier.
Right.
We'll see.
Right. If I get up in the morning, I'll jump up there and join you.
Sure.
But if not, we'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, talking about some cruise news, and the governor will be with us, and the birthday boy, if he don't eat too much cake tonight, he'll be there. But
I will be there too.
Yeah, and again, everybody, you can go back to PK's last week's show to get some more information on organization and the workflows, and then this Thursday he's going to have another show for you to get a lot of good content from. And hey, he said that's what everybody comes for, is education. So
that's right.
That's two good shows for you to go check out. But appreciate everybody being here, and I guess we'll see everybody later. See y'all around.
See ya.